Never thought beneath these tears I hope will be the truth to all I know. My fight against this longing feels so slow. There's a light amid these fears, reciprocating love within these notes. Despair deserts me yet it feels so close. Deep through my mind I will know the answer. Time draws near, yet it fades. Here appears what we've made. How wish will turn into these stars in the end. I'll make us whole again. I call unto you again through the free, decaying through the night. A void but yet so bright. I catatonic strive, hold strength of memories lightly bruised. A winter of despair, chaos and distress is all I know. I yearn for spring and its one gentle low. In an age of foolishness, we make amends for a world that's unknown. I whisper my dream lies within your soul. Deep through my mind I will know the answer. Time draws near, yet it fades. Here appears what we've made. How wish will turn into these stars in the end. I'll make us whole again. I call unto you again through the free, decaying through the night. A void but yet so bright. A catatonic strive, hold strength and memories lightning good. I'll crash into the sky, feeling the wonder of my body and my soul. When the time comes, will you look into my eyes and hold my hand as I fall? I'll make us whole again. I call out to you again through the fray, decaying through the night. A void but yet so bright. A catatonic strive, hold strength and memories lightning good. I'll hold your hand I'll hold your hand Never thought beneath these tears I hope will be the truth to all I know. My fight against this longing feels so slow. There's a light amid these fears, reciprocating love within these notes. Despair deserts me yet it feels so close. Deep through my mind I will know the truth to all I know. I fight against this longing, feels so slow. There's a light amid these fears, reciprocating love within these notes. Despair deserts me, yet it feels so close. Deep through my mind, I will know the answer. Time draws near, yet it fades. Here appears what we've made. I wish we'll turn into these stars in the end. I'll make us whole again. I call on to you again, to refrain. Decaying through the night, avoid my end so bright. I catatonic stride, hold strength of memories lightly bruised. A winter of despair, chaos and distress is all I know.
I was muted. I was muted. Oh no. Well. Well. Hello there. Welcome. Hi. Welcome. Hi. So, today, welcome to today's seminar where I'll be teaching you about Oshikatsu 101. Make sure you're in the right classroom. Yes. Make sure you come into the right classroom. The role will be marked. It will be marked. Yes, you may refer to me as Professor Nana of Oshikatsu 101. That's right. I am the course convener and I'm the only professor for this course. That's right. That's very right. Wait, can you hold on? Teach. I gotta use the P room. You should have gone during lunch. What can I say? This is just poor time management from your end. Should have gone earlier. Thank you, Skizzard, for the donut. I always had faith in Nana. Now I don't lose my savings. Let's learn lots today. That's crazy. Yuririn, thank you for the 11 months of membership. Thank you. Ready to learn about Oshikatsu. Exactly. Professor Nana. Yes, I am Professor Nana. Welcome, Mischief. Oh my gosh. Welcome. Hi, have a seat. Make sure you are all in the right classroom. Are you guys all here for Oshikatsu 101? My name is Professor Nana. You guys are here for Oshikatsu 101, right? I'm the course convener, yes, and I'm the only professor for this course. Are you guys in the right classroom? Are you guys all here for Oshikatsu 101? You're all here for it? Yes. Yes. If you're here for NTR 101, that's down the hallway. That's down the hallway. And if you're here for well, if we're here for VTuber Graduations 101, that's also down the hallway. Well, yes. But Boomerang, welcome. Wait, is this not gym class? No, listen, the gym is all the way on the other side of campus. Yes. Hi, welcome. Hi, welcome. I'm ready to learn Mischief, my beloved. I'll give you the mod of power, the bonk of power. Come here, my beloved. Happy National Girlfriend Day to Mischief, my actual beloved. Mwah, Mischief, my beloved. Choo. Welcome. 2 courses I hope to never need to take. Like both in the same room? They're in different rooms. It's so twisted and evil. What kind of a school is this? But you are all here for Oshikatsu 101. Yes, 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 yes. I love you, Miss Bishop. Wow! Oh my gosh! One day too late, Miss Nana. It's Bunny Day already. It's Bunny Day? Is today Bunny Day? I wasn't informed. I was not informed that today is the day of bunnies. What? What? Where do I fill the form to transfer classes? Ah, well, you're stuck here. Well, you are stuck here, and so you shall stay here. Yep. Too late. All right, take your seats. All right, so, the class is going to be starting. I will let you know that class participation, is 90% of your score, your final mark. Class participation is 90% of your final mark. Yes. And the last 10% is, well, of course, everything else, but yes. I just chained the doors closed. But yes, all right, take your seats. The roll will be marked very shortly. Once again, welcome to Oshikatsu 101. My name is Professor Nana Asteria. You may refer to me as Miss Asteria, Professor Asteria, or, well, Miss Nana, if you would like. And yes. And so, no, does this mean there's a final presentation we have to do? Well, yes. There is a practical exam as well. Yes, there's a practical exam that also is 100% of your mark. Don't ask me how the math works. But the practical exam is also 100% of your marks. Yes. Any group work? If you perchance happen to go to a convention together, well, yes, there is group work involved. Yes, there is. Yes. Yes, YouTube says I'm number 1, so do I get extra credit? Well, let's just say your class participation is great, and that is wonderful. That's wonderful. Breaking my terminal lurking status to say I'm here to take my notes, sensei. いい子だよ。それでは。参りましょう。Welcome to Oshikatsu 101. I'm sure a lot of you guys are confused, astounded. What is this Japanese word? What does oshikatsu even mean? Is she just spewing random Japanese words at us? I'm sure you have a lot of questions. I'm sure you have many unanswered questions. But feel free to put questions in chat at any given moment. If there is a question you have, feel free to put it in the chat. I will answer it at my own discretion. Yes. Can we call you Asteria Sensei? Yes, that is more than welcome. Yes. More than welcome. Yes. Tempted to dox my hotel room to have a group meeting. Yes, for your group practical exam. Why, of course. Yes. Why, of course. Yes. Rago, are you texting in class? This is going to impact your class participation. You know this, right? Well, don't come running to me once your final mark at the end of the term is looking rather abysmal. All right. So, let us start, and let me introduce the course, the scope of the course. Yes, let me introduce the scope of the course. So, here is the scope of the course. We will be looking at 3 main topics. The first topic shall be, what is Oshikatsu? Second topic is what Oshikatsu looks like in practice and in application. And of course, the effect of Oshikatsu, but also some trends, some recent trends of Oshikatsu. Mind you, my slides is not everything. Okay? My slides have some information, but I will also be giving you some other information which is not on the slides. So remember to take notes. All right. Are we all ready? Can I bribe Professor for full marks? Absolutely not. All right. And so we go. Next. So, we must firstly understand what is Oshikatsu, what this looks like. So, Oshikatsu refers to the act of supporting your favorite idol or character or even entity in various ways, such as admiring them and supporting them, Some people only watch their favorites, collecting merchandise, or, they wear clothes associated with them. They go out with memorabilia of them, and they watch their anime, music videos, TV shows, concerts, while others wear clothes in their favorite oshi's image colors, imitate their makeup and fashion. Oshikatsu is also a part of otaku activities. And now pause, everybody. I would like to say that there's a distinct difference between oshikatsu and otaku oshikatsu, because you can be a normie doing oshikatsu. Now, what does that look like? You can be a normie whose oshi is a football team. You can be a normie whose oshi is a baseball team, a basketball team, okay? And there's a difference between that kind of oshikatsu and then the oshikatsu of otakus, right? Yeah, weebs. So there's a slight difference, okay? And so those who engage in oshikatsu acknowledge that they are otaku in some kind of way, right? You can be a NBA otaku. You can be an F1 otaku. You can be a horse racing otaku. But yes, note that oshikatsu is simply supporting your favorite, your idol, your character, your person, your entity, your whatever, right? And it's just the act of supporting and incorporating that in your daily life. So an oshi doesn't have to be a person or a character. Very good question, Skizit. Very good. I'll tick off your name on the roll. I'll contribute that to your class participation points. Very good question. Very good question. Yes. But the short answer to that is, yeah, it doesn't have to be a person or a character. And the long answer to that we shall further discuss in our later slides. Very good question. Very good. All right. Can I do oshikatsu for scientists, politicians, and writers? Very good, Fideliok. Very good. I'll also write your name down on the roll. But we shall get to that. You're rushing a little bit ahead. We shall get to that. All right. Next. Now, here is where we are at, Fideliok. Here is where we are at. So, there's a few types of oshi that we can have, and they're simply not limited to just a person or a character, or even a human being at all. So, let's discuss some of the various types of oshi that you can have. For example, let's look at 3D oshis. 3D oshi means that they exist within the real world of the 3D realm and that they're most likely humans, right? And so we look at real-life celebrities, we look at singers, we look at models, we look at musicians, we look at bands, we look at idol groups, we look at dance crews, we look at, opera singers, violinists, whatever. Historical figures. If you're a fan of, some historical figure, that's totally okay as well. Athletes, yeah, of the F1, of the NBA, of the Derby. Cosplayers, right? Yeah. And YouTubers is a big one. Your oshi could be, a big YouTuber. It could be iShowSpeed. It could also be a 2.5 actor. And now some of you guys might be wondering, what's a 2.5 actor? They are the live stage actors for the live action stage musical theater remaking of your favorite anime. So for example, like Blue Lock has a musical theater live stage version. And so those actors are considered 2.5D because they're playing the Blue Lock anime characters, but they're also doing a musical and it's also on stage. Another example could be the Oshinoko live stage performance as well. They're 2.5D actors. And another example is like Idolist 7 or even like Bang Dream to an extent, because their voice actors are also technically performing in real life. But 2.5D actors usually refers to like live stage performances of anime in a certain theater company. That's usually what it refers to. Yes. BGM is a bit loud. Oh, sorry, my bad. Okay. OMG Jungkook on Nana stream. Yes. Oshikatsu versus parasocialism. Very good question, Simorg. I would say that there is definitely a little bit of parasocialism in everything we do, especially in the nature of the VTuber industry, right? So what does parasocial mean? Parasocial in the context of, I guess, VTubers and just like entertainment is that, let's just say parasocial in general. Parasocial in general means that you have formed a bond with a certain entity, person, character, concept, And that is one-sided. By watching this character, observing this entity, observing their journey or their growth, you form a one-sided relationship with them where you feel emotions and you're influenced by them. This can be me with, say, All Might from Boku no Hero Academia. All Might doesn't exist. Even if he did exist, he doesn't have a relationship with me. I have a one-sided relationship with All Might. When I see All Might in My Hero Academia, he gives me inspiration. He gives me purpose. He gives me motivation. And so when All Might says to keep smiling, I want to keep smiling because I'm inspired by All Might. I like his character, I like his message, I like what he stands for, and so I'm in a parasocial relationship with All Might. Now, is that a bad thing? Not necessarily. Some parasocial relationships don't necessarily have that much detriment and harm. If All Might is motivating me to wake up every morning and smile and brush my teeth and wash my face and look after myself and to put my best foot forward, it's not necessarily a detrimental parasocial relationship. However, what is a detrimental parasocial relationship is one where it consumes me to an unhealthy degree, where I feel the need to be so fulfilled by this character that nothing else in my life can necessarily fulfill me in the same way this thing fulfills me. Right? That can also look like cutting out my family, my friends, spending the time and the hours I spend on my oshi, and is far more outweighing any other responsibilities in my life. I'm not being financially responsible, and I am consumed by this, and that I actually have feelings of frustration and aggression if my feelings in this one-sided relationship is not reciprocated, and that causes me frustration. Now, that is examples of dangerous parasocialism, which can lead to, for example, stalking, doxing, harassing, online bullying, death threats, because the line between love and hate is actually quite fine. As we've seen from Oshi no Ko quite well, is that her stalker fans was what ultimately ended Hoshi no Ai. So yes. And so parasocial isn't necessarily a bad thing because we're all parasocial. And chat, I, for example, am parasocial with, say, some streamers that or YouTubers that I watch. Let's say there is one TikToker that I watch, right? She is, I forgot her username, but there's a TikToker I watch where she breaks down economic concepts, but into like girly pop terms. Okay, she talks about the recession and a bull market and a bear market, but she talks about it in girly pop terms. And like, she breaks it down. And she's walking down the streets of New York. She's wearing all pink with feathers on her. And she's got pink lipstick on. She looks adorable. And she's breaking down these economic concepts into girly pop terms. Now, I would say I have a parasocial relationship with her. Why? Because I'm like, she is kind of like a friend, right? The way she acts is very friendly. The way she talks is very friendly. And she is very encouraging, and she encourages people to learn about these things in easy, accessible ways. And so in my head, I see her kind of like a friend. I see her kind of like, yes, that's bestie, like slay. However, she doesn't know me. And I don't even know her. I just know the caricature of her that she puts online. And so that is me forming a parasocial relationship with her. But it's not necessarily a bad thing because I am educating myself and it's actually benefiting me and it's bringing me joy, it's bringing me education. However, when it does get bad and when it does get dangerous is when I get so parasocial that I'm literally treating her like my best friend, even though I know she's not. And when I'm literally going like, hey, respond to my DMs. Hey, could you at least respond to my DMs and follow me back? Okay, I thought we were friends. I thought you're always saying like, hi besties, I thought we were actually friends. Why aren't you following me back? Could you at least respond to my private message request? You know, like that is actually levels of entitlement, which is leading to dangerous parasocialism levels. Okay. Yes. But yes. Wonderful question. We got slightly sidetracked. Yes. Hi, just got here. Can you start over traffic these days? You are late, Link Cat. All right, I will have your name marked off the roll now. I'll have your name marked off, but I will let you know that class participation is 90%. And then the final group activities of the application process is 100%. Okay, all right. But as we were saying, we are in Oshikatsu 101. I hope you're in the right class, okay? But as we have previously discussed, that oshikatsu is simply the support of your favorite, whether that is a concept, an entity, a person, or character. And we also distinguish the difference between otaku oshikatsu and normie oshikatsu. Because normie oshikatsu can be for like, I don't know, like a sporting team, right? A sporting team, or like a favorite politician, or even, I don't know, something, yeah, low-key that, yeah. But then otaku oshikatsu is for bloody nerds, bloody weebs, yeah. Yes, all right. And so we've also distinguished, first of all, the 3D category. All right, let's move onto the 2D category. So the 2D category is mostly filled with otakus. Yes, oshikatsu. So this looks like anime characters, manga characters, light novel characters, cute mascots like Sanrio, Chikawa, and other cute mascots like Disney. Vocaloid, yes. Your OCs. And last of all, but not least, VTubers. Me, yes. VTubers, there's one right here. 皆さんこんなのですわ。今日の授業はですね、推し活ってことです。推し活って何ですか？はい、ちゃんと今日の授業はこれを説明したいと思います。推し活は一体何ですかと、推し活は何です、どうやって推し活をやるんですかと、推し活の影響と最近のトレンドでございますと、推し活ですわね。はい、ちゃんと説明しております。と、2次元の推しはね、3次元とちょっと違います。2次元の推しはね、アニメと漫画とマスコット、ボカロイド、オリジナルキャラクターと VTuber です。で、3次元の推しは、ですね、有名人、選手、コスプレイヤー、YouTuber とか、はい、そんな感じです。推し活の勧め的 Yes. Yes, she actually went back a little. I've been here the whole time. Excuse! I can't believe this. Mods ban him! Gods ban him! Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Arrest him. Sensei, I'm like, can we start over again? Nope, you should have just been here. Should have been here. We're moving on right now. All right, so the final category of entities for the students that were listening should be non-human entities. And now, I've included an image of a railway because believe me when I say there are some fanatics out there who oshi certain railways in Japan. So in Japan, there's a group of people who oshi certain railways. And now there's a bajillion railway companies in Japan and a bajillion trains in Japan. And there are certain train oshis who oshi certain trains. And they get very excited about trains. And I know there's a few people all over the world who get excited about planes, rockets in the same manner. But human-made contraptions aside, we can also talk about animals. For example, Uma Musume. We can talk about people who oshi rice shower, gold ship, super creek, silent Suzuka. That's so valid. Some other notable ones is swords, especially with the series of Tokyo Rambu being released in Japan a few years ago. People oshi swords, some historical big nerds of history oshi certain swords in Japanese history. That is a real thing, and they're believed to possess souls in Japanese history as well. So yes, swords. Another oshi is architecture. Yes, big fans of architecture. Yes. Are you perhaps oshi? Is your oshi the Baroque style of architecture, for example? Or are you a brutalism fan? Or are you, say, a fan of a deconstructed postmodern style of architecture? Or perhaps are you a fan of specific Roman Catholic chapels? You could be. You very well could be. Yes. Does Gundam count as non-human or 2D? I would say 2D and non-human. I would say it's not limited to just one, yes. Is this lecture recorded? So I cannot pay attention to it. I'm telling myself a few years later and never forget to do so. It will be recorded, but your class participation is 90% of your final grade. Please keep that in mind, Sean. Please keep that in mind. Yes. And some other examples would include cars. Cars. Are you perhaps a Porsche Oshi? Are you a Mustang Oshi? Are you a Lamborghini Oshi? Yes. Some other ones also include zoos and aquariums. Yes, yes. Are you a fan of the Taronga Zoo in Sydney by any chance? Are you a fan of the Osaka Kaiyukan Aquarium by any chance? You could very well be an oshi of that and go there. I think another great example of a non-human entity that someone is a big fan of is Disney adults. People who are huge fans of Disney and Disney as an entity itself. Like my oshi is Disney as an entity and as a culture. Yes, you can be a fan of the Disney culture and enterprise and the empire of Disney. The last but not least, a really interesting one is statues. Yes, your oshi could be a statue. You could be really, really into the statue of David. You really could be. Or you could be really, really, really into the statue of the big statue of Jesus in Brazil. Yes, you could, or like Buddhist statue. I know there's certain people in Japan and China and all over Asia and Korea who are big fans of Buddhist statues, and they will travel all over the country on a Buddhist pilgrimage to go to look at Buddhist statues. So that is a real thing. Your oshi could be Buddhist statues. That is definitely a real thing. Yes. I'm a Build-A-Bear oshi. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Yes. My first oshi was Cheryl Gnome. Yes, wonderful. Yes. Nana Sensei, what's the difference between an oshi and a kami oshi? Skizzy, very well done. I'll write your name down on the roll and tick you off for class participation. 2 ticks next to your name. Amazing, wonderful question. So, the difference between an oshi and a kami oshi is that your oshi is already typically someone that is your favorite, yes? And so, on the internet, they have formed, I suppose, a new vocabulary called kami oshi. And kami in Japanese basically means God. And so that is your God oshi that you worship to the extreme and you will never forsake. Despite having a lot of favorites, despite having quite a few different favorites, say you could be an oshi of Hatsune Miku, but you're also an oshi of F1, but then your oshi is also a Buddhist statue. You can have multiple oshis, but then your kami oshi, let's say for example, is actually cinnamon roll, right? And like that is your favorite oshi of all time. Ultimately, it's just to show the apex of your favoriteness, if that makes sense. The apex, yes. Hold up, can we oshi inanimate objects? Very good question, Ratop. I shall put a tick next to your name on the roll. Very good class participation. So, you can definitely oshi inanimate objects, because what is an inanimate object? Architecture, swords, statues. They're inanimate objects. And so yes, why? Yes, you can. Architecture certainly is not animated and not moving. Yes. Unless it's designed to be that way. Well, then, yes, there you go. There you go. Yes. Is it fine to have multiple kami oshi? Generally, the consensus is no, it's quite disrespectful. And why is it disrespectful? Well, it's disrespectful to the person or the entity or the concept or the object of your desire. It's generally seen as etiquette to just have one kami oshi. Otherwise, the respect and the weight of your love is actually a little bit watered down, if that makes sense. It's a little bit trivial if you have like 10 kami oshis. It's kami oshi is typically reserved for just one person or one entity. Yes. Can you oshi concepts? I believe why yes you can. I believe you absolutely can. I believe you can be a fond, because architecture ultimately at the end of the day is conceptual but also quite physical, yes. There are certain types of architectural concepts which are not possible to achieve. For example, the post-apocalyptic ruins style architecture, which combines futuristic like things, but also like ruins, yeah? You could be a fan of also the futuristic architecture like concept. That could be your oshi. You could have your entire life revolve around the concept of futuristic art, design, and architecture. And that can be your oshi. And I think that is completely valid. I think that's so valid. While, say, futuristic architecture is not exactly possible, neither is post-apocalyptic. Or post-apocalyptic is actually slightly more possible because there has been quite a few apocalyptic-like events happening in the world. But let's say futuristic architecture is what you oshi, and it's not necessarily possible to achieve in real life. You can express that through art, graphic design, motion design. You can express that through the clothes you wear, the books you read, the movies you watch, and I think that's totally fine. I think that's fine. Yes, definitely. Yes, absolutely. Yes. 誰でも大好き. Yes. So basically, there is a sense of different terms, right, in idol culture of choosing an oshi. And so there's of course your oshi, your favorite, but there's also the term of 誰でも大好き, which translates into English like I love everybody. I just love, like, it doesn't matter who. It doesn't matter who. I just love everybody. And that sentiment can be looked down upon by some people who are slightly, let's just say a bit more dedicated to just specifically one oshi per se. And because of the dedication to one oshi, when they see people just being like, you know, just enjoying and liking anybody, to some people, to some fans who get quite possessive and quite engaged in their oshikatsu activities, it can offend some people. But I personally don't have an issue with dare demo daisuki. I think it is fine. It just shows that you have a lot of love in your heart for a lot of different people, and I think that's totally fine. But there are definitely some other terms that I will get into later in our slides, which will represent some other types of people. Yes, and the history of the etymology of some of these words. Yes. But yes, can we oshi the concept of oshis? Potentially, yes. Why, yes. You potentially could. But there are some few things which I would say, I think it's definitely possible though, at the end of the day. Yes. Can you oshi yourself, or is that narcissism? I would say yes, you can oshi yourself, and that is a little bit narcissistic. It's both, yes. Can we turn our pets into oshis? Well, yes, absolutely. Yes, absolutely, brother. Absolutely. Yes. All right, so on to the next slide. So, on to the etymology history of the word of oshi. So, the word oshi means to push, right? It means to push someone. And so oshi started off as a term used by fans of female idol groups, for example, AKB48. And so passionate fans would refer to their fan activities of supporting their favorites as oshigoto, as if it was a job, because shigoto in Japanese means work. It means I go to work. That's my job. But then you add o in front of it, and you can just say, oh, my oshigoto is just like a formal way of saying my work, right? And you can change the kanji. So instead of shigoto, the normal way you say it, you can, of oshigoto, which is the normal kanji way of saying it, you can refer to it as oshigoto, which is oshi, thing. Because goto or koto just means thing, right? And if you put oshi in front of it, it's oshi thing. And work is also just the kanji for like, just like working thing. So yeah, it's my work. So yeah, so some fans will refer to their fan activities as my oshigoto. Yeah, my oshigoto, yeah. And it's kind of a wordplay on, it's my job. Yep, it's my job. It's my job. It's my job. My oshi things is actually my job. Yup. And so nowadays, oshi is used by all fans regardless of their gender, just to refer to their favorite. Yes. I have to oshigoto work to support my oshis. It's true. You have to go to oshigoto to do oshigoto, if that makes sense. You must go to your 9 to 5 oshigoto to do your weekend oshigoto. Yes. Your oshigoto for your oshigoto. Yes. If that makes sense. We must 働いて for our oshigoto by doing oshigoto. Yes. There's a slight tiny pronunciation difference as well. Yes. 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 But yeah. All right. On to the next word. So here is another word called tanto. And tanto is also similar in meaning to oshi. And how you would use it is you would say I am a nana tanto. I am in charge. Tanto just means I'm in charge of, right? So you can say I'm nana-tan, or I am cinnamon tang, or you can say I'm oguri kyap-tan, like I'm in charge of, that's my favorite. And like in normal everyday sentences, tanto just means I'm in charge of. So for example, you could say like I'm in charge of unlocking the docking zone. I'm in charge of the Excel sheets. I'm in charge of human resources. And you would be like, I'm in charge of human resource tanto this. Yes. But in this case, you would say, I am nana artsteria tanto this. I'm nana tan. I am suitang. I am miko-tan. I am Mustang-tan. I'm Disney-tan. I am Cinderella-tan. Yeah. But what's funny is the word tan started off as being used by fans of male idol groups of a specific member. So let's give you an example. Gerard T. Rexford. Let's take Hollow Stars as an example of a male idol group, okay? So you can say, I'm Gerard Tan of Hollow Stars Armis. You can say, I'm Tavi Tan, which is I'm Octavio Tanto, right? As the word just means supporting and being in charge of, it's more commonly used by hardcore fans. So one example is, I'm quitting being a Gerard Tan. I'm quitting being an Nana Tan, or like I am a Gerard Tan, things like that. Yeah, but it's tanto. Yes, tanto. But they're often used for like really, really hardcore fans, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah. Often used but they're more so like, I'm here just for this one person. I'm just for this person. Yeah. 備長炭も担当に入りますか？あるわけないでしょ。But yeah, it's just that. Yeah. Prem, I know. Chat, in case some of you guys don't know, a lot of the photos today are actually from one person. So this photo of the parking lot, this photo of the Nana Artsteria wall, this photo of the PC, they all come from one person. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I think this person had the most decorated personal life that was active and full of oshikatsu for Nana Artsteria. And it breaks my heart to say, and making this PowerPoint made me low-key cry. Like, I found the photos again and I low-key started crying, bro. The photos just sit on my PC, but there was this really young high school kid who passed away really recently. And his name was Prem. And he was genuinely the biggest fan of me. And he was my biggest and youngest fan. And he had so much like merchandise that he would make himself of me. And he was an avid participator of Nana Artsteria Oshikatsu all the damn time. And so many of these photos are all contributed by Prem. And so I pray that we'll never forget the GOAT of Oshikatsu, Prem. Never forget. Never forget. Yeah. But yes. And so we move on. Next one is, what does Oshikatsu actually do? All right? We know what it is and we know what it isn't. So what does it actually look like in practice? All right? Oshikatsu refers to activities, right? Ultimately, to support your favorite idol. But is there a spectrum? Is there a scope of specific activities? Is there a list, by any chance, of specific activities? In fact, actually, there is no set definition of what constitutes Oshikatsu. It's not actually very legalistic. It's not a legalistic definition of what is Oshikatsu. So today, I plan to show you some very good examples of what Oshikatsu can look like and what is common for people to do when participating in Oshikatsu. Yes. All right, who's making the Nana Itasha? That was one of Prem's goals. One of Prem's goals was to decorate his blue Acura, which he lovingly called the Acura Artsteria. And he planned to wrap it, and his friend at the car shop was planning to wrap it for him, and he was saving up to plan to wrap it. And Prem worked 3 jobs while being in his final year of high school to fund a lot of all of his Nana Artsteria Oshikatsu and Hololive Oshikatsu. He was a big fan of Hololive as well. And so he worked like 3 jobs and ran his own businesses to fund his Oshikatsu life. And for that, he is the ultimate example of Nana and Vichiba Oshikatsu. Yes. And so, here are just some common examples of what people commonly do for Oshikatsu. The first category being, ta-da! Seeing your oshi. So that looks like going to see a live stage performance. That looks like watching a video, watching a stream. That looks like going on a pilgrimage to a special spot associated with your oshi. So fun fact, this picture right here, I'm gonna zoom in real quick for you guys to see. This picture right here, come back, is actually an example of going on a pilgrimage for your oshi to find a spot related to them. So the top is a screenshot from the anime Iwatobi Free Swim Club, okay? It's from Free. And so these ladies have come all the way to Sydney, Australia, to Bondi Beach to recreate the screenshots in Free Iwatobi Swim Club. And now, riddle me shocked when I saw so many screenshots from Sydney, Australia in like Free Iwatobi, the anime. They had Central Station in there. That's so local. Central Station is actually so local to me that it's terrifying. Like, this is local. And like, I don't live in Tokyo, so I will never understand that feeling of seeing my local station being featured in film and television and Hollywood movies so often. But no, when I see Central Station in a Japanese anime and Bondi Beach in a Japanese anime and The Rock and Milson's Point and like I'm like, that's so local. That's terrifying. That's terrifyingly local. That's home. That's home. That's Sydney. That's Australia. That's home. And so when people watched Free Iwatobi Swim Club, they decided to go on a pilgrimage to these special spots associated with their oshi. And so, that's really cool. Well, now, what does that look like for Nana Artsteria? Well, I have a few spots in Japan which I went to, which I could release a list of the spots I went to in Japan if you were interested. But that also might be dangerous. But I don't think it's too dangerous. Because there is some places where I have also drawn drawings. So there is one manga cafe in Kyoto, which has a guest book where travelers will go to the manga cafe and use the laundry machine, the coin laundry machine. So as I was washing my clothes, I wrote in the guest book And all the travelers before me have given food recommendations. And I also gave food recommendations. But I also drew a picture of Nana Asteria in the guest handbook. So maybe I said that I would release the location for that, but I forgot to do it. So maybe I will too release a list of the locations where you can find the locations where Nana Asteria has been to. And maybe you guys can go visit there one day too and bring your Nana plushies and keychains there too and go on your own pilgrimage. But I don't know. Something that I did recently is I went on a pilgrimage in Tokyo to all the locations of Lost in Paradise. And I took a photo of all the spots in Lost in Paradise. And that was really fun. That was me doing oshigoto, but for myself and Gerard, which is a little bit narcissistic, but it was fun. It was fun. So, let me show you the photo I took. Let me show you. So this, for example, is a photo of Shibuya. And this specific image of Shibuya is the exact same image that was inside the Lost in Paradise music video. I don't know, someone edit this in. Someone edit the screenshot in of where Gerard is standing outside Shibuya 109 in the music video. But yeah, I went to Shibuya 109. I went to the crossing. I took this shot. And that is considered a form of oshikatsu. It is oshikatsu, just to go on a pilgrimage to real life locations, which have a special meaning to my oshi. So yeah, it's really fun. It's really, really fun. This is like none of geocaches. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I want to do geocaches in the future. I want to do that. I genuinely want to do that. That's something I'm genuinely wanting to do. The Aussie pilgrimage for Nana, yes! Oh my gosh, I gotta show you guys all the HSP places. Bro, I gotta show you guys all the HSP places. Another good example I can think of like a real life pilgrimage to a special spot associated with your oshi is Mr. Freaking Donut in Akihabara. Fuamoko went to Mr. Donut in Akihabara and said that they really like the donuts there. And that Mr. Donut in Akihabara was filled with ruffians for the next few weeks. Absolutely packed to the rim with ruffians sitting at the same spot at the window that looks over Shibuya Crossing. All the ruffians went and sat at that window spot where Fuamoko was sitting. And that is an example of going on a pilgrimage to a special spot associated with your oshi. Unfortunately, that Mr. Donut has closed in Akihabara, to my disgruntlement and to my absolute disgust and shock and horror, because I wanted to go to Mr. Donut to go to the spot where Fuamoko was at. Okay, I wanted to go there, but no, Mr. Donut has shut down permanently in that location, and I am devastated by that fact. And so yeah, maybe I'll show you guys some of the yummy food places in Sydney and you guys can go there as well. Maybe that'll be my next stream idea. I'll make a PowerPoint of all the places that I recommend that has good food in Sydney. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I will do that. Yes. And yeah. Mr. Freaking Donut. But yes, the final few parts of seeing your oshi also includes writing a fan letter. Yes. So, if you are planning to see Nana Asteria at any of the upcoming conventions in Edmonton or Vancouver or New York, feel free to give me fan letters. Give me gifts. That is a part of oshikatsu, of seeing your oshi and giving them a gift as well. So, yes, oshikatsu. Next. The second category of oshikatsu is getting in touch with your oshi, but not physically, but more so with their merchandise and the memorabilia of them. So what does this look like? It looks like buying merchandise, collecting goods, bring your merch in public on journeys, taking them on little dates, taking them to food places, taking photos with the said memorabilia, merch, and plushies, visiting collaboration cafes, participating in collaborations. For example, me going to the Suisei archives and participating in that collaboration by writing a message on the wall of the Suisei archives. That's me doing oshikatsu. And dude, let me tell you, that was one of the happiest days I had in Tokyo. I love doing oshikatsu. I love doing it. It's so fun. It's like the funnest thing ever because I am in a room with several other people at the Suisei archives and we all love Suisei and we're all getting there to buy Suisei merch, okay? Another thing that I really like is going to Sanrio Pure Land. That is another form of oshikatsu. I love going to Sanrio Pure Land because I wear my cinnamon roll ears and my friends wear their like cinnamon roll ears and like whatever character ears. We go watch the Sanrio Pure Land parade and I see cinnamon roll and I'm like, hey! And then we buy the tickets to go say hi to cinnamon roll and then we line up and we go say hi to cinnamon roll in the cinnamon roll meet and greet and I go and I hug cinnamon roll because he's tiny and then I shake cinnamon roll's hand and I give him a hug and I go like, you're so cute, and I take a photo with cinnamon roll and then I go buy more cinnamon roll merch at the Sanrio shop afterwards. It's a great time. I love doing oshikatsu for my oshi cinnamon roll and for my oshi hoshimachi sushi. Like I love doing that, and it's so fun in Tokyo because Tokyo is genuinely like the foundation for a lot of oshikatsu stuff for their Japanese IP intellectual property. So their mascots, their VTubers, like it's so readily accessible. Daiso sells oshikatsu like goods. Daiso sells like folders, decoration, like lace and like rhinestones to decorate your photo cards. Daiso also sells photo card holders, uchiwa fans, uchiwa fan holders, and like Japan in Lawson and in Famima and in 7-Eleven, they also have printers where you can print off stickers to do your oshikatsu, and you can print off like oshikatsu things too at the convenience stores. Like oshikatsu is so readily accessible and it is amazing. It is so amazing. It's so cool. Yes, taking Nana's cutout to Canes is ultimate Giga China entity. So true. Nana sensei, so da yo. Nana sensei, desu wa yo. So da yo. What if I take Nana fans on a date? Does that count? Okay, kind of, yes, because oshikatsu also means coming together as a group and being excited about your oshi and talking about your oshi, appreciating your oshi together. So yes, if you date another Galaxy Gang member, then yeah, it would count. Yes. So yes, this is getting in touch with your oshi. Not so much physically, but in with their merchandise, memorabilia. Yeah. Look, someone took me out to drink beer. They drank an entire huge mountain of beer with Nana. And then someone took me to eat a halal snack pack. Mashallah, brother. Mashallah. This halal snack pack looks so good. And then someone took me to Raising Canes. So yes, it is very, very fun. Super exciting. Yes. Daiso and Michael's are oshikatsu heavens. Exactly. It's so true. But yeah. This next category of oshikatsu is aesthetics maxing. And aesthetics maxing looks like dedicating your life aesthetics in your personal stylistic choices to represent the image of your oshi and the caricature of your oshi. This includes dyeing your hair to match their hair color, or just the image or the vibe and the feeling of your character. So here is an example of this wonderful person dyeing their hair silver white to match their oshi Kuzuha. Fun fact, did you know Kuzuha is one of the biggest live streamers, male VTubers to like ever exist? And also another fun fact about Kuzuha is that while he is one of the biggest male VTubers in the entire industry, a majority, if not half of half of his fans are all men. A lot of Kuzuha's fans are men. And so it's no wonder that one of the most famous like male VTubers in Japan will have dudes dyeing their hair to look like their oshi Kuzuha. And I know of people who's also dyed their hair to look like Axel Sirius, who are also dudes. And then Gerard also has a lot of like male fans too. So yeah, this is just one way to show appreciation in oshikatsu by dyeing your hair. It is expensive though. Another way is to own matching items as your oshi. So This can look like having matching perfume, having matching shampoo, having matching conditioner, having matching skincare, having a matching headphones, having a matching AirPods, having matching mic, having a matching PC, having a matching laptop, having a matching ring, necklace, having a matching earrings, or liking the same fashion brand. Like Kason and Coco Kiryu, they both really like Adidas. So maybe some of her fans will also buy a lot of Adidas because they like Adidas a lot. Another example I can think of is fans of the anime Nana, so Hachi and Nana. They really like Vivienne Westwood. I also like Vivienne Westwood. So to live out my Nana dreams of the anime Nana, I buy Vivienne Westwood. It's true. I love Vivienne Westwood. Another example of owning the same items as your oshi is... Did you know Himemori Luna in Whole Life has a huge ass motorbike? I think it was like I forgot the word for it, but it was like a Henderson something, I don't know, like motorbike. You could have the same motorbike as your oshi. You can have the same guitar as your oshi. One good example is Bocchi the Rock. So many people bought the same guitar as Bocchi the Rock. Another good example is K-On. So many people bought the same guitar as K-On and Bocchi. And a lot of those guitars were unfortunately like discarded afterwards or just like given up to like for sale in like secondhand shops because they'll buy the guitar, they'll realize it's too hard, and they'll give up. So that's something that happened after K-On and Bocchi. It was called like the K-On Bocchi phenomena, where people would bulk buy like guitars, and then afterwards they'll give up learning because it's too hard, and they'll like give it back to the shop for like secondhand sale. A Harley? Yeah, a Harley! Yeah, a Harley motorbike! Yeah! Yeah! Sorry, Henderson was something else, my bad. I was thinking music. But yes, that's one way to also practice oshikatsu, just having the same items, because you're like, wow, I do like the skincare you use, Changwon-yong. Or, wow, new jeans, I do like the contact lenses you use. So I am going to wear the same contact lenses as you, new jeans, because they are really good contacts. That's something I've definitely done. I'm definitely doing. Another example is I'm like, wow, Changwon-yong, you have really good lip gloss. What lip gloss does Changwon-yong use? And so I buy the same lip gloss as Changwon-yong because I'm like, wow, it's a really good lip gloss. Yeah. And I don't know, for like other people, it could be like musical instruments, it could be like websites, it could be like, I don't know, like cars, I don't know, yeah. A Harley Davidson, yeah. No, is hair color common for Japanese ryo-san-gata oshikatsu women? Yes, it definitely is. And now a lot of you guys might be wondering, what does ryo-san-gata mean? And that's a really, really good question, right? Ryo-san-gata just means mass production type. And that is used to describe mainstream fashion trends that a high population wears, like a high majority of the population wears, right? And often it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. It's like all high school students, all college students look the same. Kind of like the performative male archetype, where everyone's dressing the same, everyone's got a labubu, everyone's got a tote bag, everyone's reading Atomic Habits, everyone's drinking matcha. So that's ryo-san-gata. Everyone's got a labubu, everyone's drinking matcha, everyone wants that Dubai chocolate, everybody wants to do Pilates, everybody wants, yeah. But it's mostly describing fashion, ryo-san-gata, it's mostly fashion. But you know what I mean, like everyone reading tote bags, everybody's got like glasses, everybody's like drinking matcha, everybody's got a labubu, everybody is like, you know, yeah. And so, ryo-san-gata wota specifically refers to female idol otaku who dress in a similar manner during events and live concerts. And now I'm talking mostly Jirai-kei fashion. So a lot of these female idol otakus mainly dress in Jirai-kei fashion, which I'm sure a lot of you guys are familiar with now. But if you're not familiar with the Jirai-kei fashion, basically just means like It's the pink and black cute outfits that all the girls wear. Yup. It's the pink and black ones. The stereotype one. I have a few images of them later on. So I'll show you what it looks like. But usually it means mass-produced. Another example of what can be considered ryosangata is this archetype. Like this archetype of outfit, right? This also low-key could be considered ryosangata because it would be a stereotype of mass production type of like everybody low-key like dressing the same. And while this is not like necessarily trendy, like a lot of like otakus do wear something similar to this. So yeah, it could be considered like part of like, you know, the notion of ryosangata wota. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So. The totally stable girls, yes. Also, Big in Anime, welcome to Galaxy Game Membership. Mwah! Welcome. Yes, but is hair color common for Japanese ryosangata oshikatsu women? Yes, it is very common to get your hair dyed in Japan because it's number one, really cheap. Well, for us, not for them, but it's very like standard practice to get your hair dyed in Japan as women. A lot of women have their hair dyed. It's so common, and to get your hair dyed in the same color as your oshi is a very common ground practice. Very common. Yes. Yeah. Do what Iku does for her oshi sogo. Yeah, Iku dyed her hair purple for sogo at one point, I think. She dyed like a little bit purple. Yeah, Iku only dyed like part of her hair purple for sogo. But even just dyeing part of her hair purple for sogo just goes to show like, yes, this is common practice. This is very common practice, yes. Yes, that's the Akiba K otaku. Yeah, low-key. Yeah. Huh, that common? Yes. Very common. Extremely common. Yes. And whether that is dyeing your hair for an anime otaku oshi, or whether that's dyeing your hair for a K-pop oshi, like IVE New Jeans, right? It's very common. Yes. Must be because school strict in JP, right? No, dyeing your hair is not allowed when you're a high schooler, unless you go to like a dumb school that doesn't really care about grades. But most of these people dye their hair when they're adults. When they're adults and they have some money. Yes. Because most of the people that do support oshikatsu are young women who have some kind of spending money. And so that looks like 18 to like 23, 20s age, where they finally have some money from like part-time jobs and they're able to spend like some money. Yeah. But a really interesting statistic, interesting statistic is that actually a lot of older Japanese women over the age of 50 all have an oshi because their children have all graduated and left the house, left the nest. And so a lot of women in Japan in their 50s have an oshi that they support financially. So this is according to a 2024 survey by a Japanese marketing research company called Harumeku. 46% of women in their 50s have an oshi that they support financially because they have more money to spend. Their children have finished education, right? So 46%, that's almost half of all women in the age of 50 in Japan. And this was actually a bit surprising to me when it really shouldn't be. Like, that genuinely is a sensible, like, thing. Like, that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense, right? Like, while women outside of Japan might have other hobbies, like gardening, I don't know, cooking, I don't know, going to the markets, hanging out with their friends, oshi culture is so widespread as a phenomenon in Japan that I go to Ikebukuro and a lot of the people I see in Ikebukuro are older women. A lot of the women I see in Ikebukuro are older women who are going out to do grocery shopping and buying like mushrooms, but they have a gigantic ita bag. And you're wondering, what is an ita bag? It's this. Right? I see older women in Ikebukuro going grocery shopping to buy leeks and mushrooms with this gigantic ita bag. Right? And they're like 50s, bro. They're like 50s. And they're carrying a giant ita bag with like a Kakeo Hitman Reborn anime boy on it. Yeah. And I love that. I love that for them. Makes them happy. Makes them feel accomplished. Amazing thing. Yes. So yeah, it was super, super interesting for me to research about this. Any grammars want to give me money? It's true. But yeah. Finally, just collecting clothes items in the same color as your oshi is very common. So what Prem did when he was still alive is that he had this blue car, and this blue car, he said it reminded him of me. So yeah. Oh. But yes, he said that this car reminded him of me, and he would lovingly dub this blue car the Artsteria Acura. And yeah. So just collecting things in the same color as your oshi could also work. So for me, that would look like collecting blue things, because cinnamon roll and hoshimachi suishia are blue. For you, that could look like collecting a blue tie, a blue suit, a blue jacket, a blue hair tie. Yeah. Yeah. So. But yes. Anyways, next is creation. This is another form of oshikatsu. This looks like clipping. This looks like fan art. This looks like fan fiction. This looks like fan songs. This looks like fan edits and fan cams. This looks like AMVs. Ultimately, creations inspired by your oshi as your muse is another amazing form of oshikatsu. And chat, I just want to say, every single photo here is all from one person. Every single creation here was all from one 16, 17-year-old boy who was genuinely my biggest fan ever. Like, bro, he like changed his car, the Acura Artsteria car, to start up with my voice. He customized his like gun. He customized his credit card. He customized his drink bottle flask at CVS. He customized his high school parking lot to have a painting of me. Now, if that doesn't scream, you are my Renaissance muse, then I don't know what does. And literally, I'm literally gonna cry thinking about it again. Literally, they're all from one person. He was genuinely the biggest fan ever. For real. But yeah, like creation, just creation, inspiration of creation. Yes. Your voice in the car, that's some Iron Man building kind of stuff. Dude, he was such a smart little kid, bro. He was such a smart little guy. He like completely changed his car to start up with my voice. It was crazy. Yeah. And creation can also look like decorating items in the image of your oshi. So decorating your PC with blue things, decorating your keyboard with blue things, decorating your car with blue things, decorating your laptop with blue things, decorating your wallet with blue things. Just decorating items in the image of your oshi, which hence comes in itasha, ita bag, ita uchiwa fan, ita pen light, ita photo card holder, ita purse, ita folders. Yup. And elaborate more on what that looks like in the later photos. But we're moving on to the final category of oshikatsu potential things is that's it. Another category of oshikatsu can also be thinking of your oshi, just appreciating them, right? And I know, like, sometimes you're like, oh, but does that actually count? I'm just thinking of them. Just thinking of them counts as oshikatsu. You're doing an activity where you are supporting your oshi and thinking of them. So, yeah, it counts. It counts. Just being grateful. Yeah, that counts. And so, let us go on to the final few things, the final few modern day examples and applications of recent trends. Okay, so Nana Sensei, where can someone post if they want to oshikatsu Nana artsteria? Wonderful question. Okay, I'm gonna put 3 ticks next to your name next on the class roll now. Amazing. So the hashtag for Nana artsteria oshikatsu is Galaxy Gang Diary. Okay, if you scroll down Galaxy Gang Diary, you'll see a lot of the photos that I put in this PowerPoint today. Okay, huge thank you to everybody who uses the hashtag Galaxy Gang Diary. It is so cute. I send your photos to my friends, to Mosobox, and I look at them and I get so happy. And Mosobox gets happy too when he sees that you guys are enjoying his merchandise and his coffee. And yeah. So put your oshikatsu things in Galaxy Gang Diary. Thank you for the question, Skizit. Thank you. Hi, ということで let's look at some of the 最近のトレンド So, one trend is aesthetics incorporation in a classy, tasteful manner. This refers to a style of incorporating your idol's image color, member color, or things associated with your oshi in your daily life, such as fashion items, interior design, interior decor, household decor, rather than just carrying around an acrylic stand or a stuffed toy plushie. By incorporating motifs, symbolism, color, that is reminiscent of your idol into accessories, jewelry, clothing, pouches, other small items, you can feel closer to your oshi while enjoying fashion and avoid exposing that you are probably an otaku. So a really good example of this is something like this. An outfit inspired by Princess Ghetto from Jujutsu Kaisen. Or another example is an outfit inspired by Fire Force. Yes, from these anime. Here's another example of a desk. A desk that is very classy, elegant, inspired by their favorites. What this can also look like. Look at these outfits. So, here are some subtle ways to show your oshi aesthetics incorporation. So, here are some examples of ryosan-gata Japanese water girls, okay? The first one specifically is the most classic example of ryosan-gata, okay? This is mass-produced. Everybody wears this at the concert. Everybody and their mums wears something jiraike to the nature of an outfit like this. This outfit would be considered jiraike. It would be kind of considered as well ryosan-gata because everybody dresses like this. Yep, so this is a classic example. Another classic example is this outfit. Also extremely common. Extremely common style of dress for Japanese girls. Yeah. Especially if they pull up and they want to look extra elegant and extra beautiful for their oshi at whatever event they're going to. If they want to look extra beautiful, it's true. They do dress like that. They do. Especially if it's going to the host club, because a host can be your oshi. While that is potentially financially and emotionally and mentally toxic and draining and dangerous for you, you want to look beautiful. You want to look beautiful for your oshi. And so these girlies, they do be dressing up. This is another cute example of, just dressing up, going to a concert. So yeah, here are some examples of incorporating your idol's color or the member color or the motif symbolism in. So another good example is here. Mondstadt Dendro. This is giving medieval, it's giving fantasy, it's giving dendro. She incorporates it into her outfit. This is another example of like a very subtle incorporation of your oshi. This is Gojo Satoru. The sunglasses, the shirt, the pants, the shoes, it all very subtly allows you to feel closer to your oshi without being exposed as a nerd. But this allows this person to feel closer to Gojo Satoru by dressing kind of like him and incorporating his motifs. This is another example of incorporating motifs. This on the outside looks rather normie, doesn't it? Yeah, it's pretty normie. Wrong! It's got Xiao's arm tattoo on it. But it's normie passing. It's so normie passing. It just looks like a hoodie with a really cool arm design. And now you feel closer to Xiao. You feel like you're paying your tributes and respects to the like the design and the artistic integrity of his character, and you feel closer to your oshi. Yeah, another example is this. This could technically be normie passing, but I feel like Demon Slayer is so popular that this like motif is just so synonymously associated with Demon Slayer. But yeah, whether it's patterns, whether it's motifs, symbols, colors, yeah, that's aesthetics incorporation. Yes. But yeah, But yes, 最近のトレンドはね、あなたの推しのモチーフや色、メンバーの色やシンボルやそれを全部まとめて衣装とかアクセサリーとか家のアイテムとかそういうものにね、そういうものに入れる？入る？まあそんな感じ。なんか今日の衣装を作るとき、どうやって私の推しのメンバーの色とか、私の推し好きなアニメキャラのモチーフをどうやって使う？ってそんな感じ？うん。そう。で、そんなにオタクっぽくないからバレない。例えばこの五条悟が推しだったらこういう五条悟のインスピレーションをされるの衣装も一応推し活でその五条悟のサングラスは一番大事なモチーフですごくこれ俺の推しのモチーフだって感じる。で推しともうちょっと仲良くに近づくって感じ？うん、なんか今日私ゴジョくんと一緒にサングラスつけてる、嬉しいってそんな感じかな。そしてそんなにオタクっぽくないからバレない。これもね原神のインスピレーションされるの衣装です。シャオくんからのインスピレーション。この衣装はね普通にねいい衣装です。でそんなにオタクっぽくない。バレない。はいそんな感じBut yes Professor Artsteria, is OSHA approved if I put an Itasha on my work forklift? That's crazy. I don't know what OSHA is. I think that's American, but I don't think so. But guys, I would love a Nana Artsteria Itasha one day. But above anything, I want a Nana Artsteria billboard for my birthday. For my birthday, I want a billboard. That's all I want. Yeah. 普通におしゃれしてるようにも見える。そう。それが大事。で、それでは次のトレンドに行きましょう。So the next recent trend is acrylic stand date! Woo! So, a date with your favorite oshi kind of refers to carrying around an acrylic stand or stuffed toy of your favorite idol and going out and having fun together. So you can take your idol's merchandise to cafes, theme parks, themed cafes, maid cafes, events, collaborations, movies, and take photos that make it seem like you are on a date with your favorite idol, right? So here, I think is the best photo I've ever seen of Akusta Deto, like Akusta Oshikatsu. これが、私に、一番いいアクスタ推し活写真と思います。この全部のアクスタ推し活写真の中にはこれが一番いいと思います。このアクスタ推し活写真、これが一番いいと思います。すんごいリアルでもこのアクスタもめっちゃでかいから。This acrylic stand is like actually massive. It's like huge. So that's why it looks realistic, because it's massive. But I don't think a lot of you guys would want like a massive acrylic stand. And I don't think my fans are that parasocial enough to the point where you guys want to carry a massive acrylic stand around. So yeah. But how do you carry these acrylic stands around? Very good question. Pouches like this. Daiso sells this, by the way. Daiso sells pouches like this to put your stands in. And then other pouches like this, put your stands in. Or folders. A4 size folders to put your oshi in. And if you use A4 folders at your workplace, no one will know. Or even if they do know, they don't care. Because that's your oshi. That's your business, not theirs. Okay? Here is an example of like another like folder. A folder. Yeah? A folder. Where you have your acrylic stands inside. Yes. Yes. アクスタを待ってます。ありがとうございます。じゃあ、グッズを作るの人に、伝えときます。等身大アクスタってやばい。等身大やばい。But yeah. Once again, Daiso is Oshikatsu heaven. Exactly. I don't think that pouch is big enough for the Ui acrylic. Yeah, which is why you need a tote bag. For the Ui acrylic, you would need a tote bag. Like 100% you would need a tote bag. But yes, so the next slide chat, I'm going to show you some incredibly creative ways to use an acrylic stand. これはね、すんごいアクスタ推し活の写真。すんごい推し活のアクスタあの写真めちゃくちゃクリエイティブ This is so creative, guys. Like, do you see this? This is so extraordinarily creative. And watch this, it gets better. Look at this. This is so creative. Look at this. They're at Disney together. And it looks like they're literally out going together. This is, I believe, someone from Niji-sanji. She's so cute. I'm pretty sure she's the person that goes like, oh, don't cry, smile. And she goes like, don't cry, okay. She stops crying. I'm pretty sure it's that girl. I forgot her name, but she's so cute. Yeah. It's the girl that goes like, oh, don't cry, no cry, okay. Yeah. But yes, this is another incredibly creative acrylic stand oshikatsu photo. Do you see? She printed an acrylic stand of herself. This woman printed her own acrylic stand of herself so she can take photos with her anime boy. This woman turned her flesh form into an acrylic stand. That's crazy. That's actually crazy, bro. I have no words. That's crazy. Anyways, moving on. Here are some other incredibly creative ways. Number 1. Your oshi can be stolen by a falcon. We love to see it. This is technically oshikatsu. If your oshi gets stolen by a falcon. Still oshikatsu, bro. Don't worry, it's still oshikatsu. Another incredibly creative way is this. Now, would you look at this? Would you look at this, bro? She's at Universal Studios Japan. And this is another live art from Nijisanji. Look at this. They are both standing next to each other. They are both height accurate or whatever. Incredibly, incredibly creative. So creative. Yes. That's Chigusa. Yeah, Chigusa! Yeah, Chigusa! She like stops crying. She goes like, ah. Nana, you're gonna need more acrylic stand poses, please. Chat, I don't know what merchandise you want, okay? If I check my current, announcements, and see what merchandise you guys want, acrylic stand is only 10%, which is actually quite high. The current winning people in the merchandise poll is number 1 is apparel and plushies. So you guys want apparel and plushies is for number 1. Number 2 is keychains. And then tied at number 3 is badges, pins, and acrylic stands. And then after that, tied at number 4 is travel tags and bags. And then tied for number 5 is voice packs and pen lights. And then the last one is gacha Polaroid pics. But I think gacha Polaroid pics are cute. I think they're cute. I think they're so cute. But yes. Height accurate. Yes. Incredibly creative. This is the most common way that people take photos with acrylic stands. This is the most common way to take photos with acrylic stands. You go to a cute cafe, you bring out your acrylic person, and you take photos with your drinks and with your food. This is the most common thing. However, we don't want to be boring. We don't want to be plain. We want to be creative. If that means Nana Asteria being eaten by a falcon, so let that be. If I must get kidnapped by a falcon to be creative and original, let that be. Let that be. I like Majuro McQueen. It's Majuro McQueen. And also, chat, this is a very Japanese thing. I'm not even going to lie to you. This is a very Japanese thing. But it's a selfie stick. It's a retractable, extendable selfie stick. But the selfie stick has a plastic clamp. Why? None other than to clamp your plastic acrylic stand so that the photos can look even more realistic. Look at this. This is with the clamp. This is without the clamp. So if you don't have the clamp, you're gonna have your big fat fingers inside. But if you have your clamp, she looks so realistic. She looks like she's walking on the streets of New York. She looks like she's walking in San Jose. She looks like she's walking on the streets of Okai. But if you have your big fat finger there, it looks less realistic. And chat, I wish I was joking when I say that people use this, but I'm not joking. Oh my god, it's pouring. Chat, I have a story to tell you. So I went to these hydrangea gardens in Japan, and I was trying to take cute photos of my keychain of Nana Asteria. So I was trying to do oshikatsu, but of myself, I guess. And I was trying to take cute photos of my keychain in the hydrangea gardens. And I was failing. Why? Because the wind would blow and then my keychain would spin. So I can't even get a good shot of the bloody keychain because the wind would blow and then I would spin. And then guess what? These two ladies next to me, sorry, it's a man and a woman. I think they're married. I think they're a married couple doing oshikatsu. So this man and woman next to me, they pull out this crazy plastic looking stick. Crazy plastic looking selfie stick. Why? They're holding their plushie at the end. They're holding their plushie and their acrylic stands and their keychains, okay? They grab their plushie, they shove it on the end, and they grab their acrylic stand and they shove it on the end, and they get to take better photos than me with the hydrangea gardens. Their photos were mogging. My photos, not so much. Not exactly mogging. But because they have their crazy plastic stick, they take better photos. I wish I was joking. like it sounds a bit insane and a little bit like mental illness, but like it's actually really helpful. And then the acrylic for HSP date, all real facts, so real and so facts. But yeah, this is a recent trend. Moving on to this as well is basically how you can like keep it in. I would say arguably a folder like this, a fabric folder with like denim on the outside is actually the most helpful. Okay? I would say a folder like this with like fabric or like denim or like cotton or like felt on the outside, a fabric folder like this is actually the most helpful. Why? Because you can hide it. Just close the damn book, bro. You can hide it. Just close the damn book and you can hide it. No one will know. It will just look like you are doing some study and some research and some work, and you've got some like work folders in your tote bag. In your business briefcase, you have a folder that looks like a normie, respectable office folder. Wrong. Psych. Inside is Nana Artsteria. So I think this folder is actually a really, really, really good option. However, this is also a really good option. Smaller pouches, smaller folders like this. Really, really handy. Why? Because it looks the size of a wallet. You can shove this in a backpack, in a tote bag, in a small, tiny bag. You can put this in a tiny any bag. And you can put keychains in. You can put standees in. You can put more keychains in. You can put photo cards in. And you can bring your photo card around. Something that K-pop fans specifically do is that they'll put a photo card with a photo card holder on their bag. And chat, I'm not gonna lie to you, how do we feel about this? Is this not the cutest thing ever? Chat, would you use a photo card holder like that? Would you carry around like a photo card holder like that? Because I know some people have those like train card holders. Yeah, they have like train card holders, okay? So I'll show you another example. So they'll have train card holders kind of like this. And in one area, they'll have their train card. And then on top of their train card, they'll have a photo card of their oshi. Chat, would you carry around a photo card of me? Would you put your train card and then a photo card of me on top? Would you do that, chat? Would you? I need one of these. I need it. Say less, chat. Say less, bro. Dude, I bought almost an identical one to this. Okay? I have a photo card holder as well that is also like an iPod player. And it's so cool. It's so cool, bro. Like, dude, we need to get sillier. We need to have more fun. We need to start horsing around more and getting up to silly, no good business. Because that is so cute. So stinking cute for no good reason. And do you know, chat, something really funny that I will never show you guys because it'll dox me, but is that my younger sister, she makes, chat, this is like a really like personal story, but like she makes printed photo cards of our family members as Christmas presents. So we kind of feel like K-pop idols, okay? And she'll put it in a plastic sleeve. And so inside there'll be like 5 different photos of my face. And I cringe looking at myself. I kind of cringe looking at myself, right? And so I don't take it out. She tells me, oh my gosh, you should like stick it up on your wall. Like these photos of you are so cute. You should stick it up on your wall. And I was like, dude, that makes me feel kind of narcissistic. I'm just looking at my own face. Like, yeah, I look good. I look cute. But like, I cringe. But I have some like photo card holders or train card holders on a lanyard. And I put one of the photos of myself into the photo card holder on a lanyard just for the funsies, and it's giving oshikatsu. It's giving oshikatsu. It's really funny. She puts a lot of effort into these photo cards because on the back of the photo card she'll put like a cinnamon roll design on the back, so both sides are cute. Like every single side of the photo card is cute, not just the front. She puts a lot of effort into them and into cutting them, into designing them, and yeah, it's actually really cute. Yeah. So Nana's doing the stream for merch ideas and testing. Low key, yeah, real. Yes, on top of my Opal card. Yes. I have an idea. You're the Song of Stars, right? Yes, I'm the Song of the Galaxy. Why not let your photo card holder be similar but legally distinct to the lanyard ID thingies that some of the space companies like NASA have? You're genius. Wait, you're cooking. Wait. Oh my gosh. Wait, you're genius. I think you're a genius. Wait. Oh my gosh. Ow. Wait. Chat, what if I told you I actually might have some people in my chat working in NASA? Chat, what if I actually told you I might have some people in my chat right now that actually work for NASA though? So don't come for me, NASA, but haha. Consider. Oh, this one's really cute, chat. Oh, chat, this one is so cute, chat. Oh, chat, that's so cute. Oh, it's so cute, chat. Oh, it's so cute, chat. Oh, it's so cute. Oh. It's just the cutest thing. It's not the cutest thing you've ever seen in your life. Chat, I think that person's cooking. Whoever's Daddy Corn, I think you're cooking, brother. I think you're cooking. Girth, I'm back. Girth, welcome back. Dude, Girth. Someone in the chat said, consider, because you're the Song of the Galaxy, why not have your photo card holders be similar to the ID cards of space companies like NASA? And then I was like, wait, that's kind of genius. And then I was like, wait, chat, but low-key, I might have some people in my chat working for like NASA and like space companies. So maybe be legally distinct, but still space and astronaut themed. Cause look at how cute this is! Ah! Chat, what if you put my photo card in this? And you put it on your backpack and it's gonna be so cute. You put your train card in, you put your credit card in, and you put my photo card on top. That's so cute, bro. Oh, it's so cute, bro. Write that down. Oh, it's so cute, bro. Yeah. Oh my gosh. When you catch up with a friend, you rock up oshikatsuing them. Chat, time for another fun fact about oshikatsu, okay? Because oshikatsu is no longer solely a phenomenon in the subcultures of young people, and it is now within the older age groups of Japan of women in their 50s, it is signifying an interesting reversal in terms of gender, of women financially supporting their oshis while husbands like expecting to still like being the breadwinners. But it also means that oshikatsu is a phenomenon that is more societally accepted now. It's more socially accepted now. And a lot of young people in Japan have actually like come out and said that, yeah, I do oshikatsu. And in 2021, oshikatsu was nominated as a candidate for Japan's Word of the Year because it is so widestream and mainstream right now, okay? So, where's my statistics? I need to pull up my statistics, okay? So, oshikatsu now is generally something to be shared and shouted about versus a secret guilty pleasure. I feel like in the West, it's still definitely a secret guilty pleasure, but in Japan, 74.2% of people stated that they are open about it and they're not hiding it. Okay? So on the train, especially in the age of like Y2K trending, right? In the age of Y2K being trending and girls personalizing their bags and their charms to the T of Labubus, of bag charms, of like bag charms of every kind, of Sanrio, pom-pom pudding, Hello Kitty, My Melody, Kuromi, cinnamon roll, of Pop Mart, right? Of so much consumerism in the Y2K trend and of people personalizing their bags right now, 74.2% of people stated that they're open about it and they're not hiding it. And yeah, Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yes. And also, the younger generation of Japan, of those in their 20s, stated that they are more likely to purchase goods, 51.1%. 53.1%. Yes. Yeah. And also, by genre of favorites, purchasing goods was most likely for manga and anime, which is 68%, and game characters, which was 69.2%. That's crazy. Okay? That's crazy. Right, Nana instead of NASA. Oh, true. I no longer have a NASA badge. I only have my major aerospace cooperation badge. That's crazy. That's still so cool, okay? I still think that's so cool, but what I think would be the cutest out of all of them is this badge. Yay! Look how cute it is. It's so cute. Yeah, it's so cute, bro. I have my oshi on my stickers on my water bottle, so I go everywhere with it, including work. That's oshikatsu. That is so oshikatsu. Yes. But yeah, moving on to the final recent trend is decoration. So not only decoration, but handmade goods are becoming a trend. So when hand making beaded keychains using the beads with the name or the initials of your favorite idol is becoming a hot topic, oshikatsu good shops and character goods stores increasingly offer customer keychain creation services and also just like oshikatsu good services. And what I mean by that is Daiso. Daiso is offering so much oshikatsu goods that handmade decoration goods is like everywhere. It's just everywhere, bro. Do you see those uchiwa fans and these personalized handmade photo card holders? Are you saying this? So let's look at a few different types, okay? Let's look at this badge wreath. This badge wreath flower, okay? This is very common to put on what, you may ask? To put on your ita bag. To put on like, mostly your ita bag. And mostly like, sometimes on your uchiwa fan as well. But mostly on your ita bag. Or just to like hang it up and put it in your shrine in your house. But this is also really cute. This is a pin badge to highlight your special pins and your special badges. Yes, this is a very flowery, flashy looking badge decoration. Yes, to highlight your special badges. Another one, which was mentioned earlier, is keychains. So hand making keychains with the initials and with the letters of your favorite person on them. So this looks like Wang Yibo is a Chinese celebrity. And so this person put on some like traditional, like, I don't know, looking flowers and this like traditional looking thing. But yeah, Wang Yibo, this colors are for him. The gold and the black and the blue is quite manly, cool colors. So yeah, that's for Wang Yibo. And then this is also for Yibo. It's like a cool, cute, it's a cuter looking like chain. It's cuter looking butterflies. Yeah, these are handmade. A lot of people are doing this, something like that. Just making like, it's like a friendship bracelet. Yeah. Another really common one is a pen light accessory. And now I know for a fact Neon Shrine sells these. Neon Shrine sells these ribbons. The ribbons, the accessories to decorate your pen light, I know for a fact that Neon Shrine sells them. However, seeing how low the pen light demand is in my poll in the Discord, I don't know if I should sell Nana Artsteria pen lights anymore because I feel like the demand for it is quite low. Not to mention pen light accessories. So I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one, but pen light accessories can be really, really pretty. Cause like, come on, just look at this. Just look at this, bro. Look at how gorgeous these ribbons are, bro. Holy, do you guys see how gorgeous these ribbons are? Are you seeing how beautiful these ribbons are? Are you perceiving this? Are you looking at how gorgeous some of these ribbons are? And of course, you can make it by yourself. Of course. But there's a lot of shops that sell them as well. So yeah. I didn't vote for it because I got a pair already. That's true. Yeah. I would rather have inserts because I have really nice pen lights. I see. Fair enough. I got a king blade recently, so that was really nice. I got a king blade, yeah. Made like 3 of uchiwas for Ani Revel. Daiso materials are so helpful. Jake, can you please put your uchiwas in the Discord? Because I'm really curious. I really want to see what your uchiwas look like. Yes. Rule 1 to Oshikatsu. Find your local Daiso. So facts. So true. Yes. You can also make your own films to put in your pen lights to turn it from generic into repping your oshi. True. All right, so another one is giving your nuigurumi plushie some clothes. And so online, especially on Chinese websites and Japanese websites, they sell clothes just made for your nuigurumi plushie, okay? This one comes in an S size. It's for S size small plushies that fit into the palm of your hand. However, they also do make clothes for like medium size and large size plushies and also extra large size plushies. But the most common clothes you're gonna see being sold in Japan at the goods shops, at the character goods shops, is S size. The most common size is S size. Yes. Yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna get an S size plushie one day. It would be really cool if I did. But the most common one is definitely the S size clothes. And you can buy these clothes anywhere. And something I find really interesting about Japan is that when I go to Animate, they sell felt. So you can felt together and make your own felt nuigurumi. So the culture of mass producing nuigurumis is not like manufacturing nuigurumis is like there, but a lot of Japanese fangirls like to make their own nuigurumis, which is like crazy levels of craftsmanship. But they'll use felt and they'll use a pin needle and they'll like poke it and they'll poke the felt and they'll make their own nuigurumi. And I remember walking into Animate and they would sell fabric patches of eyes and faces and like mouths and noses and eyebrows. So they would sell faces of nuigurumis. So you can like put it on to the nuigurumi that you're making yourself. So there's a huge culture of self-making your own nuigurumis. Because like, if you don't like the ugly ass nuigurumi that say like the official anime has released, then you can make your own cute nuigurumi and give it cute clothes and a cute face. So yeah, there's a huge culture of doing that. So these ladies are on a whole nother level of craftsmanship. And finally, this is also really common, but it's decorating your photo card holders. So this is just a plastic normal photo card holder. But decorating your plastic photo card holder is very common. You put big fat stickers on it, shiny stickers, glittery stickers, put glitter on it, you put like resin on it, you put pearls and jewels on it. Yes, very common to decorate your photo card holders. And last but not least, something that I'm actually thinking of trying to make as well is an uchiwa. So uchiwas are usually big signs that have words on them, but they can also have faces on them, okay? They can also have faces on them. Is that usually they'll have words on them, like for example, make a peace sign, give me a heart sign, or like smile, do a cute pose, or I love you forever, daisuki forever, right? They'll usually have things like that. However, you can also have your oshi's face on it. Yes, I'm trying to find an example for you. Yeah, so for example, you can also have your oshi's face on it, kind of like this. Oh wait, no, not that one. Like, no, why does it keep doing that? Why did it keep doing that? Why does it keep doing that? Like this. It's a bit crunchy, but you can have your favorite's Oshi's face on it as well. That's totally fine as well. But yeah, the culture of where messages come from actually come from Korean message boards. So like K-pop fans will have these like a lot of like signs, like posters, like for example like this, okay, like this. It comes actually from K-pop culture fans, where they'll have like these messages instead of having a face, they'll more so have a message. Yeah, and what's really funny is that in America they'll have really funny messages as well. When K-pop artists come, they'll have like really, I don't know, they'll have like something super silly. Like they'll be like, I don't know, they'll write funny things on it. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but they have funny messages on them. Oh yeah, like this, okay, like this one. For example, this one. This message says, "In the house of our Lord and Savior Johnny." In the house of our Lord and Savior Johnny. So I really like K-pop fans because they have the funniest signs, bro. Okay? Like I pull up and they have the funniest signs, bro. Oh, this one. Yuta, will you be my oppa? Mark, you're making me blush. And then this one is so funny. Dude, K-pop fans, they have the funniest signs, bro. Look at this. Pose if you are sexy. Pose. And it's the funniest thing at the concert because they'll read that and they'll be confused, but then they'll do it anyways because it's funny. Yeah. So they have the funniest signs, bro. We need a sign that says "Go Nana Go." Ah, that's cute. That's so cute. That is very, very, very cute. That is very, 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 very cute. Yes. The amount of Uchiwa fans I want to make is not even funny. So many Uchiwa fans. Yes. I've also seen people put mascot images on them. Yeah, mascot images. Yeah. So. But yeah. Pose if you're sexy. Pose for me, diva. And of course, there's like the "Will you marry me" signs. They're quite common. Yeah, they're quite common. But then there's also like really like cheeky, smart, intellectual like signs too. That was like, it was like, your outfit today is the number after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's an 8 because you ate. Something like that, right? Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, here's another really funny one. This is, I think, at a Harry Styles concert. But it was like, "Harry, if you need a dog, we can bark." Yeah. Yeah. Yes. So the super funny signs. I love funny signs. I think they're so funny. Yeah. And this one's for a Stray Kids concert sign. "Let's go on a date, Mr. Steal Your Girl." Yeah, they're so funny. But yes, like, and they'll like carry these around at the concert as well. And I think it's similar to the sign that people made for Offkai. "Have you seen the Song of the Galaxy?" I think it's in a similar vibe and a similar intention and a similar nature. Yeah. So yes, it's Felix fried chicken. Wait, this is so funny. That's insane, bro. K-pop fans are actually the funniest people to ever walk, ever. They're so funny. Just like fandom in general is so fun and so funny. Like I love fandom. Fandom is so fun and fandom is so funny. Like fandom is amazing. Oshikatsu is amazing. But we just gotta do it in a healthy way, you know? We gotta have healthy boundaries and we gotta, you know, just know our limits, know our boundaries, and we're gonna have a good time. Bay Area baddies for Kehoe. That's for Pure and Harmony, yeah. Bay Area baddies for Kiho. Kiho has really funny fans because he speaks English. So, Kiho, big booty, Sue, big Lord have mercy, please give me a kiss. Yes. So yeah, they have really funny signs, yeah. It reminds me of the signs you see at wrestling shows. Yes, it's the same nature of fandom. It's just fandom. And it's a fun time. It is a great time. And do you know what's the best thing about K-pop fans? So when I went to a BTS concert, there was something really amazing that I experienced as a fan, which I really hope we can bring to the VTuber world. So I'll give you, let me find it. So I went to a BTS concert when they came to Sydney, and this one I'll show you a photo of the Philippines one, but they did something similar. So BTS, their fan is called ARMY, and they're very proud of how well they mobilize, and they have so many fan events that is just mobilized by the community, okay? BTS fans genuinely are incredibly organized, very ambitious, but also extremely philanthropic, okay? And I know BTS and K-pop fans get a lot of bad reputation for being crazy, but they are crazy, but they're extremely philanthropic, well-organized, ambitious, and generous. So what happens at almost every single BTS concert is that a group of fans will print these banners. Do you see those banners that they're holding? A group of fans will volunteer and print out all of those banners and put those banners on the seats of every single seat in the arena in the concert. Or they'll hand them out when you're lining up to go inside the concert, and they'll just give it to you for free. And they'll be like, please put this up when it's the last song, okay? And they'll have instructions on the banner. Please lift this banner so BTS can see your purple heart and your love during the final song. And so the message that they will have on these banners is something like, we love you forever, like porahe, which means like purple love, because like their fan color is like purple. So they'll have like a message on the banner to show BTS. And so BTS, during like their last song or during their like song before their encore, everybody will raise the banners and they'll see an entire concert arena filled of these banners, like, saying that like we love you. Yeah, and it's so cool. It is genuinely such an incredible thing because BTS fans are so philanthropic. They build wells in Africa, they build schools in Africa, they build libraries in Indonesia, they help assist flooding, and they all come together and donate in the name of BTS and in the name of specifically ARMY, and they buy stars. They buy stars. They work together with like space companies and they buy stars and they name the stars like Kim Namjoon. Okay. And they would also buy specific like sponsorships for animals in conservation centers. So for example, a blue whale that needs monitoring and conservation and sponsorship to provide for the research and the development of research for whales, they will sponsor that whale. They'll like pay $100 a year for that whale, which is not even that much, but they're like, they actively go out and seek philanthropic causes and donate in the name of ARMY, in the name of BTS. Similar to what Iron Mouse fans have done for the Immune Deficiency Foundation, like BTS ARMY takes that to the best level, like the most craziest level. We need to buy a galaxy. Real. But I really love how philanthropic they are. Like, it's actually so cool. We got in trouble for doing that at the last Holo-E and breaking dimensions. No! We gotta keep doing this, guys. Just keep doing it. Just keep doing it. Yeah. Army is cool because when concerts had to be cancelled 5 years ago, if you know, you know, they donated all their refund money to a cancer charity. That's so cool. That is actually so cool. Like, K-pop fans have a lot of infighting and a lot of toxicity as well, but you cannot deny the impact that they have, especially their philanthropy, and especially just like their ability to organize and have fun and just like get litty. Get litty. Get litty. Yeah. Yeah. Like if you walk in Korea during Christmas or just during any month, there will always be a happy birthday campaign for one K-pop idol. And there's just so much love. So much love. All the billboards, dude, like for Kim Taehyung's birthday, I think is in December. So in December, all the billboards in Korea are filled with Kim Taehyung. All the subway billboards are filled with Kim Taehyung. Yeah. Yeah. They show so much love, which is amazing. I think it is so cool. It is so cool. But yeah, these, like, the banners and the signs, such a great idea. Anyways, chat, I've talked too much now. Thank you for coming to today's lecture. Let's wrap it up, okay? So the ultimate effects of oshikatsu. Students, oshikatsu takes time and money. If you work hard to make time and money for your oshi in your busy daily life, you may find that your motivation in your everyday life has increased without you even realizing it. Oshikatsu has the effect of improving the quality of your life. You know, being obsessed with something, enjoying something, being passionate about it, making an effort at it itself is oshikatsu. And so what some people say is that, like, you know, when I'm feeling tired or down, my oshi encourages me and heals me. I'm able to work hard and study hard to earn money for tickets to shows and concerts and for vacations. I start thinking about how I should be worthy of my idol. I become more conscious of my study, my work, my beauty, my intellect, my EQ, my self-care. I become more careful about what I say and do so that the image of my idol doesn't get tarnished because of the fans. That's a really important one. That's really important. I don't have any plans to see anything in particular, but just having my favorite oshi around in my life makes my life more exciting and makes every day more fun. When doing my favorite oshi when doing my activities, I've made some good friends who share the same hobbies, and I have a lot more fun and excitement when I meet those people who share the same hobbies as me. So yeah, the effects of oshikatsu is just community, encouragement, having fun, just being silly, just have fun, live your life. Yeah, just live your life, for crying out loud. However, there is certain things I must put a disclaimer on, okay? While I want you guys to have fun and, you know, go out, be silly, here are some disclaimers that I must emphasize. Very important. Disclaimer. I think it is okay for people who are struggling in life to cling onto oshikatsu as a temporary soul crutch for happiness and community. But I don't wish for that to be the sole source of joy in your life. I wish that you guys find all sorts of various different kinds of joy in different areas, different fields, and different experiences of life so you can have a more fulfilling, holistic life overall. And so, don't let oshikatsu consume you into engaging in overconsumption and poor financial decisions and an unhealthy obsession that you worship. Enjoy oshikatsu in healthy, happy ways. That's all I want to say, okay? I still want you guys to live a holistic, varied life with various experiences of life and various kinds of joy in different areas so you can be more fulfilled, okay? Because the second your oshi graduates, it's over. It's actually so over. That's the danger of oshikatsu. The second your character starts saying things that are out of character, the second your favorite horse dies, the second your favorite, like, league team loses worlds, it's over. And that's the danger of having an unhealthy obsession that you worship and if you engage in overconsumption. Because let's say, for example, fans of VTubers that have gotten cancelled. They be out there burning their merchandise that they have spent thousands of dollars on hoodies, on gamer subs. Okay, they're chucking all of that away. And maybe sometimes it is overconsumption. And maybe sometimes we should be mindful of how much we consume in a capitalist society. And so when your favorite seiyuu gets outed and exposed and cancelled, all your tickets, all your merchandise, all your goods, your hoodies, your bags, your keychains, they be out there burning them, bro. Okay? Not the favorite horse, yeah. The graduation, yup, graduation as well, bro. Or like some Parasocial fans who find out that their favorite GFE streamer has a boyfriend. It's over. It's over. And you're at that point, when you have such an unhealthy obsession and you worship that streamer so much, say it's a GFE streamer and you find out that they have a boyfriend, you are so disillusioned at that point that it just hurts and everything hurts. And you feel like you have no more purpose in life. And some people genuinely try to kill themselves. Right? Not saying any names, but many celebrities have fans who have tried to kill themselves because they found out they had a boyfriend, or like they found out they got married, or yeah. And many artists and musicians have died because their crazy fans got really mad and jealous and frustrated and like disillusioned. So enjoy oshikatsu in healthy, happy ways. Yes. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes. And so, yeah, it's illegal to have a boyfriend. Real. Some people genuinely believe that. God forbid, some people actually believe that it's illegal for a VTuber to get a boyfriend. That's so stupid. That's so stupid, right? And so they start burning their merch. They start calling her all sorts of names, especially women, right? Especially they're like, oh my gosh, woman, you've deceived me. Woman, you have deceived me. And now you've lied to me and you've betrayed me and you've hurt my feelings. But like, they're caricatures. They're caricatures and they're entertainers and they're content creators. And you don't know them personally, right? And so that can lead to overconsumption. That can lead to poor financial choices. That can lead to an unhealthy obsession that you worship. And which is what I don't want for you guys. I want you guys to find various kinds of joy in different areas and different experiences of life so you can be more fulfilled and more well-rounded as an individual. Okay? That is Professor Nana's wisdom. Okay? I say this with all the love in my heart. I love my chat. I love you guys, but I don't want you guys to become dependent on me to the point where it's like life support. Okay? I think it's a temporary crutch. If it's a temporary crutch, I think that's so fine. Okay? If listening to my streams makes you feel better and gives you a glimmer of hope in some really difficult times, I'm so happy. I'm so glad. I'm so glad for you, right? I'm so glad I can be of service and to bring you some healing and some happiness and some hope and some joy. And I wish that joy and that hope and that healing is multiplied tenfold in abundance. The more you see the world and the more you go outside and expose yourself to different experiences. Go horse riding! Go horse riding by the ocean. Go hiking. Go look after a horse. It will bring you so much joy. Yeah, things like that. Yeah. Yeah. So. I basically treat my Oshis like their successors to late night talk show hosts. Yeah. Meanwhile, others just start making oshikatsu for the significant other and sending super chats going, are they single? That's crazy. Yeah, it's true. It's funny though. It's kind of funny, yeah. Yeah, at the end of the day, what are the people to you? Ask yourself, are they entertainers or what? Yes. I don't know, I feel like a horse might hurt me. I mean, true, but it's part of the experience, But yes. But yeah. So, that concludes Professor Nana's lecture on Oshikatsu 101. Thank you for listening. Students, don't hesitate to ask any questions on oshikatsu, whether you want to learn more about photo cards, photo holders, pen light accessories, decora, on like Tanto Oshi or like, you know, Dare Demo Daisuki, on these folders, on these pouches, on like acrylic stands, on like aesthetics, clothing, perfume. I don't know. Just let me know if you have any questions, students. Don't be afraid to ask. Don't be afraid. Guys, I stayed up till 4 a.m. making this presentation, and then I woke up at like 9 a.m. 8:50 actually. I went to bed at like 4:30. No, 5 a.m. Sorry, I went to bed at 5 a.m. Yeah, I stayed up to 4, and then I went to bed at 5 a.m. and then I woke up at 9 a.m. to do my meet and greet in Canada at Anime Revo. And then after Anime Revo, I had lunch, and then I immediately have stream. So I'm already kind of dead, but thank you guys for being patient. Thank you. Yep. Wait, is your pointing stick a Pocky? Yeah! How'd you know? Bareta! I was exposed. I got exposed. My pointing stick is actually Pocky. I got exposed. Yeah. How do I make an oshikatsu katana? I know they aren't legal in Australia. Dude, you're gonna make me into a sword? Like freaking like Jinu? Like Norigami? Like... Oh bro. Dude, that's gonna be crazy mad aura. Imagine if the song of the galaxy, the soul and the song of the galaxy is possessed in your katana, and you unsheath your katana and you're like, oh, heed my call, stars and song of the universe. With your soul laying dormant in mine sword, may you arise and sing and bring forth the cosmic might of the galaxy as I slay my enemies. Bro, that would actually be so cool. Yeah. Professor, what about homework? Okay, well, your homework is physical application. I will be reviewing all of your homework under the hashtag #GalaxyGang on twitter.com. So, your homework for this week is you must use the hashtag #GalaxyGang and show me what you have learned from this lecture, whether it's an acrylic stand stage, I don't know, whether it's aesthetics incorporation, whether it's an outfit inspired by Nana Asteria, whether it's buying an Udi, I don't know, whether it's going to Disney or going to a cafe with Nana Asteria and just documenting the whole time with like Nana, or whether it's decorating something and decorating it to be in the image of Nana. That's your homework. Put it in #GalaxyGang. Girl, what are you doing? Girl, what am I doing? I don't even know. Nana, don't be me. I know. But it's just because I was so invested in this PowerPoint. Can you blame me? I was just so invested in this PowerPoint, guys. Trust. I was just really invested. I was just really invested in this PowerPoint, guys. Can you blame me? Yeah. Time to oshikatsu your sleep now. True. The meet and greet was so good though. I'm glad. Girl, get some well rest for real. Although, thank you for the hard work. Yeah, no worries. I'm fading. Can you tell I'm fading? No worries. Yeah. Dude, your professor after the lecture is like, I'm fading. I'm losing brain cells. That's me. Yes. That's going in the AMV. At least she went to the Canadian MG. Can I have the Pocky? No. Still waiting on the shirt restock though. True. Is bullying a valid form of oshikatsu? Because that's my favorite. I mean, yeah, I would say so. Yeah. 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 Uh-huh. いつでも食べられるように。Yes, yes, 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 yes. Do you have a personal favorite form of oshikatsu? My favorite form of oshikatsu is definitely going to concerts. I think going to concerts is like the best. It's the peak. It is the peak oshikatsu, just going to concerts. Yep, that's my favorite. Yep. How about going 6 hours to meet you in Vancouver? True! Chad, do you know Ue Buggy drove like 7 hours to come meet me in Vancouver? That's crazy. Everybody, give Ue Buggy an amazing thumbs up. 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 Ue Buggy drove like 7 hours just to meet me in Vancouver. It was crazy. Yeah. It was so informative and cool. Let's go! I'm so happy. Oh, my hard work wasn't for nothing. Oh, my hard work. My hard work wasn't for nothing. Yatta. I'm fading. Yeah. I'm fading. Amazing. Yeah. Nana, do you have a favorite type of oshikatsu merch? Yeah. I think for merch, for if I'm the fan, like if I am the fan, right? If I am the fan, I guess I would like keychains. I think keychains are very versatile. Yeah. Keychains are very versatile. Yeah. I like keychains. I also like bags. I really like bags. I think tote bags, I love bags. Bags are versatile. Keychain is versatile. Photo card holder also versatile. Yeah. Amazing. Suddenly it's a sleepover stream. I'm fading, guys. I'm fading. Get out of here. Class is over, guys. Get out of here, you losers. Class is over. Get out of here. What? Oh, my glasses. Oh. What are you guys even doing here? Go home. Get out of here. Class is over. Amazing. Very informative stuff. Thank you, artsteria 先生。どういたしまして。はい。じゃあまた次の授業でね。はい。では、気をつけて帰ってくださいね。みんな。以上です。お疲れ様です。Big ups to anyone that travels around and takes a flight for the oshikatsu. Salute. True. I scheduled an hour for office hours teach. What do you need me for? What the hell, bro? I can't even have my lunch break in peace. These stupid kids. I can't even have my lunch break in peace. Oh my god, what do you want? Nonsense, I'm gonna need office hour help. Oh my god, these stupid kids. What do they want from me?次の授業があるのですね。あるのかな？次の授業は、 推し活のオーストラリアのおすすめのところにしよっか。オーストラリアにシドニーに来たらね、推し活もできるために、できるように、大きいおすすめのとこのリストを作ります。はい、じゃあ次の授業はそれにしよっか。いや。My next class is in this classroom though. Oh, my bad. Alright, I'm going to my office. Goodbye, guys. Goodbye. Amazing! Hi, Nana-chan. Have you seen the Mambo-chan Uma Brain What? Yes, I have. Of course I have. Mambo. Umatsuri wa Mambo. Also, Buggy, thank you for the one gifted. Thank you. What are your office hours? Oh, I will be stuck here for a while marking papers. Yes. Australia, Sydney. Yeah, I think for next class chat, I'll make a list of locations in Sydney so you guys can do oshikatsu in Sydney. If you guys, or Tokyo. Actually, 東京のおすすめのご飯屋のリストを作りたいと思います。でもそんなに知らないよ。私、東京出身じゃないから。でも、ナナが行ったところを、まとめして、そして、おすすめのところを、紹介します。はい、じゃあそれは次の授業ですね。東京とシドニーのおすすめのところです。Yeah, I'll recommend places in Tokyo and Sydney. Yeah. Yes. Professor, do we have to pay fees for this class? Well, that's your tuition, is it not? ご飯屋か、ダンススタジオと録音スタジオかな。Tokyo would be nice. Going there soon, TM, assuming my plans work out. Alright, can I get a show of hands of anybody in chat who's going to Tokyo soon? Can I get a show of hands of anybody in chat of who's going to Tokyo soon? If there's people going to Tokyo soon, then maybe next class will be how to do Nana Artsteria Oshikatsu in Tokyo. Nana Artsteria Oshikatsu places in Tokyo, I guess. In March? Okay, not bad. Okay. Is next year soon? Next year when though? ダンススタジオすごいニッチだ。Yeah, ダンススタジオ yeah. Does my hex for this class get the 20% reduction? Well, yes. I can always go to Tokyo. Oh shit! Next year? No, home building, that's okay. Simog, you're literally in Sydney. I can put together a Sydney Oshikatsu place list. Oguri kept so cute, but her personality is kudera-like. I mean, she talks very much directly. She doesn't understand sarcasm. She seems very reserved or introverted. That's true, but I like her. March? Oh, wait! Skizzard, are you going to Japan with Blessy? Huh? Wait, Skizzard, are you going to Japan with Blessy? You're going both in March. What? That's crazy. December, comic kits to go, family Christmas plans, the potential conflict. Okay, if you guys are going soon, then I'll make a Tokyo recommendation list then. Yes. March is Holofest, but this guy wants to follow me so bad. Potentially. Oh my gosh. All right. I will gather together a few recommendation places then. Yes. I'll gather a few recommendation places then. じゃあ、東京のおすすめとこのリストを作ります。それは次の授業です。Nana, did you see my t-shirt ad spot video for you? Oh my god, you made a t-shirt ad spot video? That's crazy. That's actually crazy. The money I spent on Vancouver could have been a good Japan trip. Listen, we can save up. We can save up. We can save up. All right. I feel like next year March is gonna be real fun. It's gonna be real fun. Holofest, yeah, it's gonna be real fun. Yeah. Wow, hope you guys have fun. I'm fighting. Wow. My brain cells, every single brain cell is laid in my head right now. See, I clocked in, I did my professor job. And now every single brain cell is laid in my head. Also chat, you should have seen today, bro, at the chat. I gotta show you today. People were hella doing oshikatsu. They came to my meet and greet, and this guy, he brought an entire bag of orange pen lights and smashed them on the ground in front of me and built a campfire. Dude, that was crazy. That was crazy, guys. He brought an entire bag of orange pen lights and he was like, could you sing Snow Halation? So I'm singing Snow Halation and I'm like, 하지메때 때아때 떡이가냐 영원히 사랑아 고고로 너 멜로디 더 멜로디 나이도 말았나. And then dude, he like smashed the entire bag of pen lights and threw it on the floor, and it cracked open every single one of the orange pen lights. He smashed it on the floor, and then he opens the bag, and then he just like dumps the entire bag on the floor, and he makes there's orange pen lights everywhere, scattered all over the entire floor, and I'm there like, and then there's two of them, and they're like absolutely going crazy, bro. They're cracking it up, they're going crazy, bro. And then there's orange pen lights like skidding all over the floor everywhere. So he did it at the right time. I don't think he did it at the right time. I think he was struggling to open the bag, but it's okay. It was cute. And he built the campfire afterwards. He was like, after I finished singing, he was like, okay, sorry, I'll clean up my mess now. Okay. And then he like kneels down and starts cleaning up his mess. It was so cute. He starts like cleaning up his mess, and then he builds a campfire, and then he puts all of the orange pen lights there and as a campfire. Yeah. I was right behind those guys as they did that. It was so funny. Yeah, it was so cute. Yeah, it was so cute. The video is in the Discord. It was so cute. But yeah, chat, I'm actually going to be booked and busy. I'm actually dying, bro. I'm so booked and busy, so I'm gonna go now. But thank you so much for coming to Professor Nana Asteria's Oshikatsu one-on-one. One-on-one? One-on-one? Sorry, no. 101. Yes. 今日の配信来てくれてありがとうございます。今日はおつなな、そしてまた7。Class is dismissed. Goodbye!